You're watching the Norfolk Southern Sherwood Subdivision. I'm Harold. Thanks for joining us. Lots of things going on, but nothing has been finished as you would expect in a model railroad where you're doing a number of things at the same time. One of those things is the construction of the base for our small town scene in Sherwood. We did that outside, so let's have a look at how that went. First thing we're going to do is look at our prototype, which is a wall with town buildings in Sanford, North Carolina. From the prototype, we made a mock-up, and you can see that in this short video clip. Now we're going to take the information from the mock-up and make the real town scene out of a piece of MDF. So let's get started. The foundation for our town scene will be two pieces of MDF. They'll be separated by about 3 inches. I've clamped them together here because we want to cut them exactly with the same profile so they'll fit together nicely. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to whack off the end because they're too long right now. Okay, first cut's made. We'll move our guide board and do the next cut. Our board has been repositioned. We'll get out our saber saw again and make the next cut. It's this straight diagonal cut, which is the ramp that goes from the layout level up to the top of our city scene. So there's a ramp. We got to do one more thing, which is cut this little curve off in here. So I'm going to have to remove some of these pieces. We'll start that in a moment. The curve is there as a transition to the ramp from the flat area. So it's just cutting off a little fillet here. Now we have a smooth transition from the level surface here. There's some sanding that's required to smooth that out, and we will certainly do that. Our next step in this process, of course, is to do the same thing on the other end. But I'm sure you don't need to see that, because you already have seen it. When we have finished that, we will take these back inside and give them some finish. There's a little edge here we've got to sand off. And then we'll be ready to continue with the building of our town in Sherwood. Having cut up our MDF, we brought the structure back inside to give you a little bit of an idea of what this is going to look like. You see the wall in the front just behind the main line tracks, with the ramp down at the end to get down to the layout level. The structures in the back that are basically building flats. A couple of gaps between the structures, those will be roadways. The other end is the same. And the area in front of the flats, you can't see very well in the video, will be a probably one-way street because it's not really wide enough. And the wall will be either painted concrete, I'm not sure right now, or it will be a brick facade. I haven't yet found a brick facade that I like. So that's the progress on the wall. The other thing we have done is we've spent a lot of time cleaning up the, especially the DPM structures that tend to have a lot of flash and other such things that you have to cut off and sand. But they're looking pretty good right now. So we'll be continuing work on this area in future videos. Another of our ongoing projects is this structure. It's Chubb Industries. You've seen a previous video where we painted this building, both the roof and the structure itself. After we did that video, I decided to put one more coat of paint on it, and that turned out to be not such a good idea. In doing so, I held the paintbrush too far away from the structure, and the result was I got that sort of mottled appearance that you get when the paint actually dries before it hits the surface of the structure. So this is what we have now. It's not as good as it could be, and it needs another coat of paint. I'm getting a message on my iPad. Hold on a second. Let's see what it says. Oh, it's from Soddy Daisy, Tennessee. It says, "Dear Model Railroader, if you don't put a floor in this building, we will cancel your membership. Signed, the Layout Update Police of the NMRA." Okay. Well, they're right. It needs a floor. We'll probably put one in there with Smooth It, and that'll be a future video. But first, I have to finish the structure itself, which means I need to paint it once again. And you can see the roof is just sitting there. It's not attached. I need to finish painting the roof. And we've acquired some of the Woodland Scenics Just Plug lighting system lights. They will be placed inside the structure. And we'll see all that in a future video. What you're looking at is the future lighting for Chubb Industries. It's a Woodland Scenics Just Plug lighting system that I bought. And you can see it has two LEDs. You just plug them into a port on the top of this. The port offers you dimming capabilities. It's really easy to use. You just plug it into a power supply, connect a few wires, and you're done. That's the good news. The corresponding bad news is it's not inexpensive. I know a lot of you out there have electronic skills with LEDs and wiring and their corresponding resistors. And if you know how to do that and like doing that, I think that's a good choice for you. For me, this set of components offers me just what I want. It is expensive, but it's really easy to use. It's really easy to expand. And I think I'm going to enjoy using this system, not just at Chubb Industries, but throughout the layout. So there's a choice for you to make. And it's a classic one. Convenience versus price. Another little project that we have is cleaning up all the yard tracks here in Sherwood. You can see they're not painted, nor are they ballasted. And the reason for that is we're going to put a small left-hand turnout, a number 6 left-hand turnout right here, and we haven't received it yet. Once we do, and we get that installed, we will be able to complete our track work and paint it all. And that will also help us with the Chubb Industries building, where the track going in there has also not been painted. So look for that in a coming video. As you can see, this is typical of a layout that's under development. There are lots of things that could be done, and we've just looked at a few of them. If you have questions or comments about this video, please record them in the space below. If you want to see more layout improvement videos of this type, or you'd like to see some of our operations videos, please consider subscribing to the Norfolk Southern Sherwood Subdivision. Thank you very much for watching.